What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? I'm Johnny Destructo. You can call me JD. I own JD's Hero Complex, 4327 Main Street in Manayunk, Philadelphia, PA. It is a comic book shop. Come see me sometime and buy my stuff. I am here this morning. It is New Comic Book Day, Wednesday. Celebrate. And there's some new stuff coming out today. Duh. But I'm here to give you a Thunder Round, which is a 60-second comic book review of Iron Man #1 hitting shelves today. Go to your LCS. If it's not me, go somewhere and spend some money at your local comic shop. Help them out. So basically, I'm here to do a 60-second review. I've got my timer. I've got my new iPhone. I've got a lavalier mic. I hope all of this is working. This is the first time using the lavalier mic, and I hope it works. So anyway, all right. Iron Man #1, Christopher Cantwell and Cafu, and I see another name on the cover, and that is Frank Darmada is the color artist, with letters by VC's Joe Caramagna and the new Iron Man armor design by Alex Ross. So it's got a wraparound cover, which is a very nice cover. And there are a myriad of variant covers, of course. So, you can get whatever one you want. But I got the main Alex Ross cover. So Christopher Cantwell is a new name to me. I haven't really known that name. I couldn't tell you what else he's done other than a TV show that I really, really like. I just discovered it a couple months ago. I blew through all 4 seasons. I think it finished in 2017. And that show was called Halt and Catch Fire. The name didn't pull me in. And the idea didn't pull me in, but I was listening to the Slash Filmcast, and I think Jeff Kanata on that show kept talking about how great the show is. So I was like, I trust that guy. He's got good opinions. Let me check it out. And then, like, a couple days later, we were done all 4 seasons. We absolutely loved it. It's a difficult show to explain, like, the elevator pitch, but basically it starts in the early 80s, and it involves innovation and trying to figure out what is coming in the future, and building a smaller, faster, more portable computer, stuff like that, like innovating technology for the future and trying to stay one step ahead of your competition. And of course, there's a lot of family drama. There's like having sex with people you shouldn't, affairs, trying to raise 2 kids, and like the problems of maybe sort of a declining marriage, etc., etc. A lot of dramatic elements are added in, and it is just super engaging. Highly recommend it. I think when someone told me what the show was about, making better computers, I was like, that does not sound very interesting. But the nostalgia factor for me, because I'm 42 and I grew up in the 80s, and all of the dramatic elements that really tie the show together, make it a really engaging watch. Highly recommended. Anyway, one of the showrunners for that is Christopher Cantwell. And when I saw his name, I said, I think that guy's a comic book writer, but I can't really place anything he's written. So the same thing happened with Iron Man. And I saw Cantwell, and I said, Iron Man, Cantwell. That sounds so familiar. Aha. So, yeah. So I was excited to check this out because of how much I liked his TV show. And so here we go. Iron Man #1, Marvel Comics, putting a minute on the clock. Boom. I turned it off. I didn't set the timer. 1 minute on the clock. Start. Okay, so basically what we have here is Tony Stark is at the end of his last issue and into this issue is having trouble with who he is, what he wants to be, what he's going to be moving into the future, and he has this whole decision that he wants to get back to his roots and Kind of even the design of his Iron Man suit is very classically designed to the more original Iron Man suits. And he's going through what I would call a midlife crisis or a crisis of conscience. And he's trying to figure out who he is. He doesn't know who he is, which I think is a really great stepping stone point for the first issue. You get to kind of experience the development of the character with him as he goes on. And it's really good. You've got a special appearance by Hellcat. And you've got these little elements, which I also really like, about people responding to him on Twitter. And it's... Good! That was so quick! Dang it. So, it's good. I can't say any more. The time's up. If you're looking to start a new Iron Man series, if maybe the last Iron Man series wasn't for you, try this one out. Give it a go. Christopher Cantwell, actually, because he's the writer of this, I already had that connection to the characters in *Halt and Catch Fire*. And I'm trying to remember the name of one of the main characters. He played Ronan in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And my mind is blanking. But I have his voice as Tony Stark in my head as I'm reading it. Because I think the Tony character is very similar in some regards to the character from *Halt and Catch Fire*. Oh, I wish I could be more specific. Gosh, this is what happens when you don't edit your videos and you just do it live. Fun. Also, I've switched from coffee to tea. Decaf tea. So, this has been a fun experiment. Some other books are coming out today that I want to put a bug in your ear about. Detective Comics number 1027. This here is the cover by Jimmy Chung. And you got Bane. And you got Bruce. And I just love the water texture. This is probably my favorite one. There's like 12 covers for this issue. Which is a like quadruple-sized issue. So, by a bunch of different teams. You've got, I'll go through them with you real quick. Peter J. Tomasi, Brad Walker, Brian Michael Bendis, David Marquez, Matt Fraction with Chip Zdarsky, Greg Rucka with Eduardo Riso. That's kind of a cool pairing. James Tinian with Riley Rosmo, Kelly Sue DeConnick with John Romita Jr., Marv Wolfman with Emanuela Lupacino, Grant Morrison with Chris Burnham, Tom King with Walt Simonson, Scott Snyder with Ivan Rice, and Generations Fractured with Dan Jurgens and Kevin Nolan. So they were doing this whole 5G thing, this Generations storyline initiative, but I guess it's been canceled, but they're still printing the little vignettes in different books. So the one that was for The Flash, Generation Zero, for Wally West, was actually printed in the Flash trade paperback that came out recently. What was that called? Flash Forward. And this one has the Batman story, Generations. So I was actually kind of looking forward to that. I really like the DC universe and how it very specifically has a history of legacy and passing on the mantle. And over the past decade, they've sort of moved away from that, and they've moved back to all the original characters, Wally West, Hal Jordan, etc. Whereas I really liked Kyle Rayner and, Barry Allen. I like Wally West. I do that all the time. Wally West is my guy, and they sort of got rid of him and brought back Barry for no good reason. So that's kind of a bummer to me. But yeah, I was looking forward to the Generations and seeing what the next generation of DC superheroes would look like as they pass on their mantles. I'm a sucker for that. So yeah, that comes out today. Also, speaking of Batman, the Joker War Part 5, Batman number 99, comes out today. And I've really been enjoying this Joker War story. And the art, man, Jorge Jimenez is a revelation. The work that he's doing on this book is top-notch. Highly recommended. And then, this didn't come out today, but I do want to spotlight it a little bit. We did this for my store's book club last night. Black Magic Volume 1 by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. And if you haven't read this, I recommend it. It's so far there are two trade paperbacks. And the third volume is currently coming out in issues, so you could read the 2 trades and then jump on the issues. But this is Greg Rucka writing a strong female character, as he always does, which is great. And it's basically Wiccan, witchy stuff meets detective murder solving. So there's a murder mystery, but then also she's a witch. It's really good. I was really not surprised, but impressed. So yeah, definitely check these out. Go to your local comic shop today. Help them out. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe, share them, do all the stuff. You can look for our live stream podcast, the CultPop podcast, Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. You can join us there and chat with us as we review the week's books. Also, there's a bunch of other videos. Noel has been doing complete run reviews where he went back and read all of Annihilation from Marvel as well as Annihilation Conquest, and he did about a 20-minute video on those. So yeah, we got a bunch more stuff coming. We got a bunch of stuff there for you. Go check out our YouTube page, CultPop Podcasts. Also, I do unboxing videos every Tuesday around 2 p.m.-ish, where I will show you all of the books that came in my comic book store delivery. So you get to see all the new issues, trade paperbacks, action figures, etc., board games. So yeah, come hang out with us, check us out, and come see me at my shop. Thanks so much, and I'll talk at you later.